Here's 6 must-do kettlebell exercises to improve your power for golf. As we're focusing on increasing power rather than maximal strength or endurance, we're going to do 6 reps and 6 reps only with a medium to heavyish weight. Exercise 1, we're going to focus on vertical pushing through the shoulder. This will increase your power through the legs, through the core, and up through the hands and arms. We're going to take the kettlebell so it's hanging behind us, grip, palm facing forward, nice strong base, opposite arm out to the side so we've got some stability, and all we're trying to focus on is almost like a mini squat or a jump motion, and as we push up vertically, getting that arm fully locked and pushed to the ceiling, we're using the momentum through the lower half to create that power. So in full flow, we're going down and then exploding up as hard as we can, initiating the motion through the ground. Key is when we're at the top, we've got the hand directly over the shoulder, so we're in a stable position. We can control it down and repeat. Exercise 2, we're going to focus on a goblet forward lunge. This is going to develop power through the lower half, taking the kettlebell, holding in both hands, tight to the chest so we almost feel tall and the shoulders are pinned back. We're going to simply take a good stride length forward, trying to get the front foot straight and the knee in line. From here, now we're under control. We're going to go all the way to the floor so the back foot touches, and then we're going to explosively drive back to the top. We're going to do that in a full flow motion. So stride, smooth, explode. Trying to get back to the top with as much effort as possible. If you're enjoying the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe to get access to more content. Exercise 3, we're going to focus on a single arm kettlebell swing. This is going to develop power specifically through the hips. So we're going to stand roughly shoulder width apart, opposite arm out to the side, let the kettlebell sit in the middle of the legs. From here, it's really important that you focus on the hips going back, so we're not squatting down, we're hinging the hips back, underneath, and then we're creating explosiveness through the hips. So we're trying to almost jump off the ground, using that momentum to swing the kettlebell rather than lifting up with the arm. So snap the hips aggressively and powerfully. Exercise 4, we're going to do a single leg hip hinge motion. This is going to develop power specifically in the hinge pattern that focuses on the glutes and those hamstrings, key for how the pelvis and hips move in the golf swing. Taking the kettlebell in the same arm as the leg we're going to work, we're going to slowly balance on one leg so we've got full control with the opposite arm across the chest. From here, we're going to hinge down so we can keep the back straight, get all the way to the floor, and then explosively drive up out the ground. What we're looking for when we come out the floor, we're pulling and pushing out the hip rather than pulling with the shoulder. So in full flow motion, we should get that control, touch the floor, explode it up to the top. Exercise 5, we're going to do a single arm bent over row to increase some power through the key back muscles and keep stable through the core. Standing with feet roughly hip width apart, opposite arm across the chest. We're going to hinge down until the chest is almost facing the floor. Kettlebell will be roughly middle of the shin with a level back. We're just going to explosively pull the kettlebell towards the ceiling, feeling like the elbow almost pulls towards the back pocket, but moving with as maximum power throughout the motion without losing stability. Exercise 6, we're going to do a kettlebell snatch. This is about focusing on the power, initiating that from the ground up to get that explosive transfer of energy up through the core and in through the shoulder. Starting with the kettlebell between the legs, we're going to grip it in a normal fashion. However, when we move up, the kettlebell will rotate in the hand. So we've got to try and have the opposite arm out to the side for some stability. As we grab that, we can just take a little bit of the weight to just so then we can just move down to go up. That can just help with some momentum, or you can do it directly off the floor. So as I go down, I'm going to explode it up and bring that kettlebell behind me. So I'm in a full tall position, locked out through the shoulder and stable. Then bring that down safely and repeat. The key here is to try and really initiate that movement from the legs. You can see how I actually physically leave the ground there because I'm pushing that hard from the ground up. If you want to gain access to more routines similar to this, click this link above. But if you want to understand why power is important to hitting the ball further, watch this video next.